So now in this video we're going to start looking at the NE5532 dual op amp, and it is right here. So lately I've been working with the 747 dual op amp, which is 14 pins. This one's only 8, so for me that's a lot nicer because I don't have any use for the offset null pins right now. So to begin with, we are going to take the 10 volts of the power supply, so it's just direct current, and I do this with all op amps, but we got the 10 volts. I want to split the rail because all I have is a single power supply, and I want to be able to have a positive voltage and a negative voltage. And so the power supply is just set at 10 volts because that's what I did in the last video that I did, 10 volts. So we have to, the pin layout I should say for this on both sides here, so we have the power pins, the negative voltage to pin number 4 down at the bottom there, positive voltage to pin number 8 over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to tie together the inverting input and the output right there. That's our negative feedback. And so we're going to set the voltage with a couple resistors. So these are high value resistors, somewhat high value resistors, 100 kilo ohm resistors. So at the non-inverting input, and by the way, the pin layout is the same here, it's just up one row. So non-inverting input, inverting input, and output. Non-inverting input, inverting input, and output. Non-inverting input, we're going to start by putting one resistor to the positive rail at the non-inverting input, bottom pin there. And now we're going to put another resistor, and this is just something I do. I try to tuck in the negative resistor in between the positive. But we're going to put another 100 kilo ohm resistor from the non-inverting input to the negative rail right there. What that will do is give us half of the power supply voltage because there's equal resistance to each side of the power supply. So we'll have 5 volts there, and so we'll have 5 volts at the output. But we're going to use that as a virtual ground. So I just have that jumper there to extend our virtual ground. I can make contacts there, and it'll be the same as connecting to that pin. And since the non-inverting pin, or the inverting pin I mean, the middle pin there, is tied into it, I could just plug something there too. So there's a lot of flexibility for adding different components to the circuit. So in any case, we're still at voltage, and the main thing is, again, we have 10 volts at the rail, but if we end our circuit at this point, it will become our ground right there. And so the negative rail here is negative 5 volts. The positive rail is positive 5 volts. Let's scoot those resistors over. There's also a jumper over here that we could go to measure our positive voltage right there. So that's it for this video. Pretty simple circuit, but one that I really like, this virtual ground for splitting the power supply. And I wish I had known about how easy this is a lot sooner, and I tried making split power supplies with batteries and stuff and other ways that were less effective. So in any case, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.